Or no? Don't worry. We'll talk next time.
Okay. We are live. Newsday, Tuesday. Welcome to the Rome Show. Len, my friend, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Rome?
Doing good.
You're going to see
Another
changing light behind me because I'm actually in the station in the studio today. I'm at my desk at NBC, Connecticut, just working a strange shift, and they're doing some work on the windows here. So it'll be beautiful morning light, but you'll see shadows and everything. But it's news. You get it.
yeah, always busy.
Yeah. Chilly one today, huh?
Super cold.
I don't know what the temp is now. Let's see. Oh, warmed up to 16. I was talking with somebody, my neighbor, his parents come and visit in January because they live on the northern tip of Maine. And I was talking, I know. I was talking to the mom like 2 weeks ago when it was 40 here. Remember, it was all nice for like a week.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh yeah, it's minus 18 where I live right now." So it's all the way. It's called Presque Isle, Maine, and like literally, you can walk on a bridge and go across to Canada. It's nuts. So it's cold up there. So, but we're cold here.
Yeah, must be brutal out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you can handle any cold weather as long as you dress for it, just like the heat. But, you get to a point where it's just like, why am I doing that? But, for work, you got to be in all kinds of cold. And, whether I'm covering a snowstorm or I'm standing outside a courthouse waiting for somebody to come talk with us, or waiting for the end of a news conference and a politician to come talk with us or an attorney. So, you got to dress for the cold with what we do in NBC, Connecticut, and in the news biz.
Yeah, and the jackets that you wear, are they very warm?
Yes, NBC has been very kind to us, and they've got us all these super, super thick North Face jackets. So, we can't complain. I mean, they put us out in the cold and we're warm. So, I mean, they give us rain gear too, which is nice because we are in the rain.
Yeah. Looks like stuff looks very warm.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you look like an Oompa Loompa in it, but you are super warm. Like some of the talent, they don't like it because they're like, "Oh, it makes me look so puffy." I'm like, I don't care. I'm warm. So, dry and warm. That's the key, whether you're covering snowstorms or back in the day when I used to be doing hurricanes and tornadoes down south. You have to be dry and warm because otherwise you can't do what you got to do. Dry and warm or you can't perform, right?
Right. Now, quick question. Have you ever seen or heard any stories of a news reporter reporting a tornado and got like caught in it, or no?
I haven't seen a reporter get caught in a tornado because most stations, they really want you to be careful. But if you go on social media, what you can see are the storm tracker people that just go out and chase storms and they sell the video and stuff. I've seen them get caught in stuff, crazy things like where they have special vehicles, but I've still seen the special vehicles like tossed around like a rag doll. It's pretty crazy, scary. I had a few times covering hurricanes in North Carolina when I was working down there for WRAL, where that got pretty scary, frankly. We had a few instances with the photographer and I where we were basically cut off from escaping an area where, a storm was about to bear down on us. And were it not for these truckers that bailed us out and pulled our vehicle out of the sand with chains, we would have been in a lot of trouble that day. So a lot of respect for our truckers. Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It was nuts. But that's part of what we do. And it's a good career. It's an exciting career. I've been doing it a while now, Rome. These days, more investigative than anything else. I'm sitting here in our investigative area at the station. Um, it's a little early right now, but back here we have the NBC Connecticut Investigates. Also, we have NBC Connecticut Responds, the consumer investigative unit. They're back here too. We're in pretty tight quarters, but getting it done. Getting it done.
Nice. So we got some sports, entertainment, food, fun. Talk about
It crazy. You know what I'm going to do for sports? It's got to be the NFL playoff. That was. I'm not going to say that this past weekend was as good as the wild card weekend. I would say two of the games were really good and two were pretty lame. But we're going to have some crazy games next week. Although, I don't know if you heard, the Broncos made it to the championship, but their quarterback broke his ankle. So now they're going to go with a guy he's only started 4 games. And he's going to be the Broncos quarterback against the Patriots in New England. So, of course, everybody's saying the Patriots are going to go to the Super Bowl, and they may.
That's going to be a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. Both on the Patriots, but even more so on the Broncos. And that quarterback, I think his name is Jared Stidham. Stiddy is what they call him, I guess. And he's going to need to really show up on Sunday in the AFC Championship. And then, or no, AFC, my Lord. And then the other one is the Rams against Seattle. These guys are in the same division and have been beating the pulp out of each other all season. They've already played each other twice. I can't remember what the split is, but Seattle's been looking really good. But Seattle lost their number 1 running back. They have a number 2, Kenneth Walker, but he gets hurt a lot. He's not as effective as the number 1 guy, Zach Charbonnet. I guess he's out for the season now. That got announced yesterday. So the NFL season continues where it's just been you really don't know who's going to emerge and be in the Super Bowl and who's going to win it. This is in my opinion, one of the most wide open years we've had. And I can't tell you. I mean, I will tell you, a lot of folks did say the Rams were going to go far, and they are. They're pretty loaded. Great quarterback, great receivers, great running back, decent defense, best coach in the NFL. So we'll see.
Might be their time this year.
It might be. I could see Rams Patriots, and maybe the Rams beating the Patriots, because a lot of people are criticizing the Patriots because they say they've only beaten 1 team over 500. Now 2, because I guess they beat Denver. Or no, they beat, excuse me, gosh, they're playing Denver, whoever they beat. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So that's the fun in sports on my end. How about you?
I don't have a team this week.
That's okay. You got time to pick one up.
Been watching a lot of hockey, though. Still watching some hockey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Islanders? They're having a good season. Rangers. All right.
Yeah.
Boys in blue.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I grew up rooting for. But then, I came up here to college, became a Whalers fan.
Yeah, I like the Whalers.
Then a Hurricanes fan. Moved down south. Now I'm a nobody fan, like you. Sort of just watching hockey as it comes.
Yeah. But the Islanders are having a good season.
Yeah. It's a long, long haul. I mean, they'll still be playing in June. So I think their playoffs start in April. So they got a while. They've just passed the midpoint, I guess. But we'll see. Hockey's wild. And then, of course, today's the huge day for the Giants, my team, because they're announcing a new head coach today.
Big day. And UConn just won a game. I think it was last night or the night before.
Yeah, the women, I think they thrashed Notre Dame, who I think in the past has given them trouble. So women and the men for UConn looking real good. Could be a big year. That'd be
Right.
nice because it's cold as hell. So we might, excuse me. So we might as well stay inside and watch some basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Been doing real good. What I've been watching is the Rookie Blue I was telling you about.
Yeah. Still watching that.
Yeah, season 3, episode 13.
And now do you binge or do you just, you'll wait till the next one gets dropped and watch it?
Oh, I've been watch.
Okay. And I think most people do. That seems to be like, it's so funny because, growing up, you know, TV show came on once a week and you waited for the next episode. And now it's like nobody does that. Everybody just binge watches, which is fine. On our end, I'm a member of a union called SAG-AFTRA, which is the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation for Television and Radio Artists. And every year they have the Screen Actors Guild Awards, or now they're called the Actors Awards. And so I get to judge them, but that means I'm watching a lot of movies between mid-Jan and late Feb. And so Mrs. B and I have been watching stuff. So we've watched Sinners. I don't know if you heard about that. That was like a horror comedy. It's pretty good. It's funny, definitely funny. And what did we watch last night? I wrote it down because I knew I'd forget. Blue Moon. Okay, so this was Ethan Hawke, who's a very famous actor, and he's portraying this guy who died at age 48. And you've heard of Rodgers and Hammerstein, right? Like they do all the musicals and all that stuff. This guy's name was Lorenz Hart, and he was Richard Rodgers' partner before Hammerstein. And I guess they were together for like 20 years, but he was just a massive alcoholic and couldn't get his life together. But it's telling his story. It was an intense movie, but it was good. I'd recommend it. I will tell you another one we saw is called Hamnet. Was I talking about that the last time we were on? I can't remember. Okay, so we're not going to talk about that again. But bottom line is I got a movie every week to tell you about. But this week, definitely Blue Moon. It was good. It's good. I give it a B+.
Gotta check it out.
Mm-hmm. All that high art.
Right. What I've been eating, my food dish of the week is shrimp Alfredo pasta.
When'd you have that?
Tried it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it or went out and got it?
Made it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Tell me the spices. Lay it down. What'd you put in it?
Butter, a little bit of pepper, just a little bit of garlic,
There you
a
go.
little bit of cheese, and Alfredo sauce.
There you go. You're digging that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good eating. I like putting a lot of red pepper on it. Getting the heat up.
Get a little kick to it.
Oh yeah, gotta have my kick. Gotta have my kick. This weekend for us, well, my neighbor, he grew up in New Jersey, and so his mother still lives there. And he went down. Anytime he goes down to visit, he goes about once every 2 weeks. He comes back with New York bagels. Bro, it's crazy. So, like a regular bagel, you buy at Stop and Shop, might be about this big, right? A New York bagel is practically this circumference. It's crazy. Yeah. And so there is a really good bagel place in West Hartford called Goldberg's. It's just down the street from us on New Britain Ave, and that's where I'm going to be going when this podcast is done. Somebody got me, a gift card for Christmas, so I'm going to spend some of that. Get me it's not a New York bagel, but it's one of the best Connecticut bagels you'll get. It's decent.
And what kind do you get?
At Goldberg's, they got all kinds of crazy bagels. Like not crazy, but just inventive. Like you're being inventive making, shrimp Alfredo, putting your own spices, putting your own signature on it, right? And so at Goldberg's, they've got something, and my favorite, it's called a Black Russian. And I love pumpernickel, which is a healthier bagel to have because I guess it's got some kind of caraway seeds or something in it that are good for you. I don't know. But it's better than, it's got more fiber. It's better than a regular just white bagel. And so I'll get that, and it's covered with sesame seeds. And then I'll have that just like toasted with a little bit of butter. Best thing ever. You know, that'll keep you going most of the day.
Yeah. No cream cheese.
Sometimes I'll do cream cheese. I got to be in the mood. You know, if I'm going cream cheese, then I'm throwing like peppers in there and tomatoes and pepper. You know, we're going to kick that thing up a little bit. Or it, like my classic. Okay, if let's say I just finished a nice run, like today I didn't run because I skipped my keister here. But if I got to run, then I'll have what's called, it's a big thing in New Jersey where I grew up. It's called a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. So it's like a fried ham, almost like a bologna, but it's got just a little bit of pepper in it with cheese and an egg, and I'll have that like on an onion bagel toasted. I mean, you won't need to eat till dinner. I mean, it'll fill you up, but
that's a good choice.
That is some good eating. That is some good eating.
Choice.
Yeah, man. But you know, I'm not going to do that today. That's too much. Too much. I got lunch packed, so you know, got to get a bagel just to get cooking today. But that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I love bagels.
No, nothing better. Nothing better, especially when they're fresh. A lot of fiber, a lot of carbs, but you know, I'm moving all day, so I'll burn it off. Not a problem.
You run a lot. You run a lot. You'll be good.
I'll probably be running tomorrow, so no worries. No worries. On the treadmill, probably. It's a little icy out there, and I used to run out in this stuff, and I'd rather keep running than fall. And I will tell you, my sister-in-law, who is a really good runner, much better than me. I mean, she runs marathons and stuff. She fell recently and really hurt herself. So, you know, now she's on the bench. Who wants that?
Yeah, it's dangerous running out there, like in this weather.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know, you think the pavement's wet and it's actually ice. And, you know, once you fall, you can't take it back. So I'd rather just, as much as I don't like running on a treadmill, I'm going to do it now. It's just how it goes. So I got a lot of weather news. That's a great segue.
Yeah.
Despite all the ice, climate researchers say 2025 was the third warmest year on record. And it means changes even here in Connecticut, New England. So we interviewed an expert, NBC Connecticut did yesterday. And this expert said this record warmth we're having means more health impacts. So longer allergy seasons, air quality decreasing. You're also having more wildfires, longer and longer mosquito seasons. And then just the cost of heating. If it's super extreme cold, which sometimes they say climate change does that. You know, I don't know if I agree with that, but everybody has their own opinion. But also cooling in the summer. You know, if you're saying it's hot, and then just grocery prices because crops don't grow as well, healthcare costs, all this stuff. So it does cost us. At least that's what the scientists say. As far as, you know, record heat, that's one thing. Right now, like we were talking just a few moments ago, we're dealing with this cold, and this is an important reminder. So I was off yesterday on Martin Luther King Day, Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Day. And I was on the road quite a bit, and I got to tell you, man, people don't clean their vehicles off. Those ice missiles were still everywhere, and you know, there's really no reason for it. The law has been in effect for over a decade. And so the state's reminding people to clean that snow off your vehicle before hitting the road. And I'll tell you, here's insult to injury. So I'm driving down the Merritt yesterday, and you know, those on-ramps are a little tricky, right? Merritt Parkway.
Yeah.
And some people will just jump out like and cut you off, even though you're going like 50, 60 in the right lane, you're obeying the law, and they'll jump out and go like 30. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? And then they got all that snow on the top of their vehicle. They didn't clean their vehicle off. So now I've got to throw it hit the brakes, and now I got snow hitting me because you wanted to be selfish and not clean your vehicle and cut me off. It's just annoying. So don't do that. And there is something called the ice missile law. It's been in place in our state since 2014. If you get pulled over, the fine is $120. If you're a commercial vehicle and an ice missile resulted in an injury, that fine can range from $500 to $1,250. And they do actually enforce this. In 2025, Connecticut police said that their troopers issued 170 tickets for violating the ice missile law. So they mean business. Maybe, it's got to be flagrant, but you could get dinged.
It's dangerous.
Got to drink my morning coffee here in Rome. It's still cold and icy outside. In terms of, we got a lot of road news today. Here's some more. All this weather may promote bad driving, and state police are searching for a driver. There was a guy or woman who, this one's hard to believe, the person crashed their vehicle into the town garage in Bethany, where they keep plows and trucks, and they did some real damage. You can still see it on the NBC Connecticut website. And they just left the scene. This is midnight Monday, Monday the 19th of January. And they did get some camera video, though. So what they say they're looking for is a Ford F-250 or F-350. So this is a big one. So that you can see why it would do some damage. Heavy front end damage on the vehicle. And anyone with info is asked to call Connecticut State Police. And then our last story, we got to end it with some fun, right, Rome?
Got to.
So have you been up on this 2016 trend?
Which one?
All right.
There's a couple.
Well, this is the internet one. So 2016 is making a comeback in 2026 as people are flooding Instagram, and I've seen Facebook also, with throwback posts reminiscing of what I guess some folks viewed as an iconic year for pop culture and the internet. Do you remember 2016 being like, oh my gosh, I wish we were back in 2016? I mean, I do, sort of, but
Not really.
yeah. But it doesn't, get me all jazzed up or anything. But in the past 2 weeks, many people online, from celebrities to regular Instagram users, dug through their camera rolls and Snapchat memories to unearth hyper-filled photos of themselves from a decade ago. So I put up 2 photos of me from 2016. One was at that golf tournament where I'm the celebrity host. And then I don't even remember what the other photo was. But anyway, I put up some pictures. Many of the photos share common themes, now emblematic of the era: a matte lip and winged eyeliner. I certainly was not wearing any of that. Bold eyebrows and glamorous eyeshadow. Acai bowls, which I'm just getting ready to have one now, 10 years later. And boxed water, which I've never had. Chokers, aviator glasses, and boho outfits made trendy by Coachella. Clearly, Rome, I'm not trendy, but, that's okay. I don't mind living in the was. But I'm in the news, so that part, I'm right on top of everything. And I got to get going. The news day calls.
Yeah, got to get this busy day started.
Yes, sir. We got a lot coming up on NBC Connecticut. Make sure you stay tuned to us. And of course, go Rome.
All right, stay tuned, and I'll see you next week, my friend.
All right. Sounds great, Rome. Take care, man.
Take care.